Murvi was founded as an independent van converter back in 1980, and the Morello was its first model. This brings it bang up to date. It's based on Ford's latest Transit. It's got pretty much the same floor plan, but as Murvi themselves say, everything else has changed. Murvi are up there at the top in terms of build quality for their van conversions. Here's no exception, of course. It's the Ford Transit base in limited spec, and that means actually it's very well equipped. And Murvi adds to that. It cuts out its own windows at the back. It uses a high roof version, so it doesn't have to cut any holes for the roof or anything like that. But it's in here where the quality really counts. And that's where Murvi don't really hold back. Everything has a real solid feel to it. You know it's going to last. In fact, it's a proven design. Now you can have your Ford-based Morello on a variety of transits. Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. This is the front-wheel drive version. It's also got the automatic transmission option, and that's something you really might want to consider because it will make your touring all the more relaxing. It's a lovely transmission. 6-speed manual is the standard, and that's pretty good too. Performance is excellent from the 130 PS engine. There is the option, of course, to upgrade. You could go for the 170 PS. And again, having a bit more power does make it a bit more relaxing to drive under normal conditions. In the cab here, it's all very car-like. The steering wheel especially, which is padded and lots of controls on it. Lots of sophistication, the usual touch screen that does all sorts of tricks for you. Air conditioning is standard as well. And there's an option here on this Morello for travel on the rear seats. It involves swiveling the settee section around and then adding the lap restraints yourself. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but if you want to carry passengers occasionally, that's something you need to look into. Absolutely no doubt one of the big bonuses of the Morello is this fantastic lounge at the front here. This is only a 6-meter long van, and yet it feels also so spacious. It's an L-shaped settee, you sling back the sliding door and you can just look out onto the world. Lots of floor space too, and that's a particular bonus if you've got a pet, for example. Lots of space at the back as well. Swivel the cab seats easily, so you can really make the most of everything during the day. There's a bit of a knack to making the bed, but it's worth it because you do get a particularly large, flat, comfortable double. There's a little clip in here to undo before you pull out the base. And then a proper rock and roll hinge there. And that slides back into place like that. Next, this section slides out and that cushion drops into there. And there's space for that one there. Finally, these two daytime cushions are pillow-sized, so you can use them as a pillow. You've got a TV option fitted here, and if you wanted to watch TV in bed, a little tip would be to swivel the cab seats around so that you can use the backrests as support. But just to stress, it's a very comfortable bed. I speak from experience. Now, Murvi does offer a variety of options when it comes to your Morello kitchen. I imagine this is probably the most popular at the moment. It's a 3-ring gas hob, and it leaves space for the optional oven and grill combination unit there. There's also an 85-litre compressor fridge. Depending on what sort of capacity fridge you want, you might want to think about your kitchen arrangements. A microwave oven, for example, or the latest is a 115-litre compressor fridge. But it is a proven kitchen and it's highly practical. It's also very spacious for a van conversion. Look at this, 3-ring hob, as I say, bit of worktop alongside it, a couple of main sockets there at different angles to each other. It's quite a nice little detail. And then you come around the corner and there's this sink with drainer and worktop either side of it. Storage is just as good as these high-level lockers. and low-level larger lockers. This one here has adjustable shelving in it. This one here houses some crockery. And this one here is another shelved unit with a pull-out cutlery tray. So it's probably all you need for cooking with. The lighting is good. There's a kitchen roll holder as well. If you want more headspace, I'm some 5'6", 5'7", but if you want more, you're probably looking at the higher roof version of Ford's Transit. So there's a folding door access to the washroom here. And again, all very clever stuff from Murvi. Bigger than you might expect in a van conversion. There's a Dometic swivel bowl toilet here. There's a fixed basin as well, where the tap extends out for use as a shower. There's a curtain that comes across the back door for showering as well. For access to the toilet's cassette, just open the back door. So that's very easy, very quick, very hygienic as well. So a clever little washroom. Mirrors add to the feeling of space in here. And then there's an opening window on the back door. Now, being a Murvi, this is packed with details. There's everything from adjustable shelving. There's lots of things you can't see as well, like the 50mm thick insulation. Open the wardrobe here, and in the back, there's a first aid kit on the wall. There's a spare bulbs kit as well. And you can see the fuses as well. Table stores in here. It's one of 2 tables, both of which can be used outside. All the windows back here have cassette blinds and fly screens. There's a thermal curtain for around the cab windows at night. Kenwood speakers up here as well, so you can enjoy your music in the lounge as well as in the front while you're driving. And then the Webasto heating operates off the base vehicle's diesel system or electrically. Not forgetting there's a gas tank stowed underneath the van itself. So that's Murvi's latest Morello on Ford's Transit. It's bang up to date. It's very sophisticated. It continues to be as well made as ever. It should be on your list.